everyone. My name is Yaojuan Wang. In our group, we are going to talk to you guys about the cranes are flying. In our group, we will have a film background, director information, main actor or actress career, and filming techniques. First of all, I'm going to talk to you guys about film background. The Cranes Are Flying is a song and film about World War II, and it is the most famous film in the world and with the most global reputation among the films of the former Soviet Union. This film was directed by Mikhail Karotazov, a Soviet juggling director in 1957. Secondly, I would like to talk to you guys about director information. Mikhail Karotazov, who was born in 1903 to 1973. He is a famous Russian film director. His film works usually involves the complexity of human emotion and human behavior, which are often magnified and exaggerated in his films. His works are often regarded as a unique and deeply rooted experience, which is thought-provoking.
So, The Cranes Are Flying, directed by Karatazov, is a classic artwork and it generates a profound influence on Soviet cinema. At first, it reveals the impact of war on individuals and families, as well as the love and humanity that people displayed during the war. This insightful exploration and presentation become a style and a tradition of Soviet cinema, which influenced subsequent Soviet and Russia films. On the other hand, these films make an important contribution to the development of Soviet film industry and the improvement of artistic standards. It is the first Soviet film that wins the Palme d'Or at the Cannes Film Festival, indicating that Soviet cinema is also recognized internationally. This provided a significant impetus and opportunities for the growth of Soviet cinema. Finally, the film has a great impact on Soviet society and culture, which reflects the reality of Soviet Union. It provokes deep thoughts and discussion among viewers about the war and the fate of individuals, and it becomes an important part of cultural and social topics of the Soviet Union at that time. Like people always want to talk about that. Next, I'm going to introduce the leading actor and actress of this film. Alexei Bodolov was born on November 20, 1928 in Vandermeer. He had a family participating in a theater job. Under the influence of his family, he joined the Moscow Art Theater in 1953. But he left after 3 years to concentrate on his film career. Later, he became one of the most remarkable actors in the Soviet Union. Bodolov is known for his strict attitudes towards choosing roles. In the film The Cranes Are Flying, he played the character of Boris, a young soldier drafted into the war, and his girlfriend was suffered from the nightmare of it. Bodolov showed excellent acting skills in the film. He portrayed a warm and determined character. Meanwhile, the character's inner conflicts and emotions are also displayed. After his performance in Cranes Are Flying, he continued to work in the Soviet film industry. During 1960 to 1970s, he acted in other films based on some famous Russian novels, such as Anton Chekhov's The Lady with the Dog and The Flight by Bogolov, and he was also in charge of directing Gogol's The Overcoat and Yuri Oshad's Three Fat Men in screen versions. But after 1979, he retired from acting and began to devote his time to monitoring a new generation of film actors. In 2007, he received the Lifetime Achievement Award at the 29th Moscow International Film Festival. And Tatiana Semyonova was born in Leningrad on May 4, 1934. Shortly after her birth, Her father moved the family to Moscow. When she grew up, she chose to study acting at the Boris Zhukin Theatre Academy. In "The Crown Sapphire", she played the leading female role of Veronica. She received praise for her outstanding performance in the film. Her character Veronica is a young girl whose life has changed dramatically with the war. She demonstrates the complex emotion during the character, indicating the longing for her lover, the fear of war, and the desire for the future, and so on. So the films The Crown Sapphire made her a new star of Soviet cinema. After The Crown Sapphire, she also performed in many Soviet films. Anna Karenina is the most popularly known. In 1993, she was named People Artist of Russia, which is one of the highest honors in the Russian art field.
Hi, this is Adam Dong. I will explain the part of film technology in the cranes are flying. Composer's perspective. The soundtrack of film was composed by the well-known composer Arthur Cheritoff. Cheritoff's music adds to the film, make it more touching and also allowing the audience to feel better the emotion the film is trying to convey. Camera operates angles. The film used many classical filming techniques such as long shots, close-up, and backlit shots. Among them, the use of backing lighting adds a lot of dramatic effects to the film, making the image more realistic. The lighting art shot the stick in my mind is Boris and Veronica standing together. Boris's face is dark in the tone and largely devoid of light, while Veronica's face is slightly brighter. The contrast between the light of their face suggests the face of Veronica's death after joining the army. This is our presentation. Thank you for watching.